Here's 2nd and 5.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Caught left side by Hilton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Banjo. Go ahead.
Now Luck defers to Mack, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
11 B. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's. Hey, good check. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Hey, alert 3.
3rd and long, it's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Now a first down throw. Luck looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Second and 4 at the Broncos 16. Motion. Mike's 50.
That's complete right around the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and goal at the 6-yard line. Check 37. Joker. Go ahead.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Out from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Locke, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke, he's going to rifle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Alexander Madison, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, trying to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. 11 feet.
Now it's Locke off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
11. Let's go, D. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. You better be afraid of me. You gone right. Spot.
A shotgun snap for Locke. And he comes back with one complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
12.
On 1st down, it's Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Check out
the 17-yard line.
Mexico.
run on first down. Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. On. Double up. He's coming, double up.
They go right back to Mack. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Kill. 11. 36.
49, check 49.
Go ahead.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Lock to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards. To throw is Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Back to throw. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Lock to throw for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but Very little reason to use him at this point. And he's into the clear. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.